Hi, in this video I'm going to show you guys how to find the line of symmetry given that our quadratic equation or our quadratic function is in this form. Y is equal to a, which is a value, multiplied by x minus p multiplied by x minus q. We call this the factored form, right? The factored form. By now, we all should be pretty comfortable with factoring. Okay, so if you need help with that, please come and see me. So if I can somehow factor my quadratic equations, which is what I have over here. So here we have an example here. I have a quadratic equation, and I have factored this. Right. So now my quadratic equation is in factored form. Now let me ask you, what's my value of a in this case? What's my a for this factored equation? I hope your answer is not 0, right? So in this case, my a is equal to 1. Okay, this is my a is equal to 1, but we don't write that. Sometimes your a could be positive, sometimes your a could be negative, and if it's positive, if my a is positive, sorry, let me just write that again. If your a is positive, then your parabola is going to open up. If your a is negative, then your parabola is going to open down. Okay. All right. Now, let's see how is this factored form going to help us in terms of finding the line of symmetry, because ultimately that's what we are doing here, right? So you should know that factored form is very helpful to help us to find the zeros or the roots, right? So I'm going to say x plus 2, x minus 5. To find the roots or to find the zeros, I just make my y equal to 0. So I have x plus 2 is equal to 0, so my x is equal to negative 2. Or I can have x minus 5 is equal to 0, so my x is equal to 5. All right, so if I just make a quick sketch of this parabola, I'm going to have a 0 at negative 2. I'll have x of a 0 there, and I'll have another 0 at 5. And this parabola has a 8 of 1, which is positive, so my parabola is going to open up like that. So this is my y is equal to x plus 2, x minus 5. Now, where's my line of symmetry going to be? Right, my line of symmetry is basically where I can cut the parabola in half, and then the left will be symmetrical with my right. So maybe somewhere here. Correct? So, for example, right now, it looks like my line of symmetry passes through my 1. So if I were to write the equation, I would say x is equal to 1. But again, right now I only have a very brief sketch. So how do I find exactly where is the line of symmetry, right? Okay, so this is how you do it. I'm not sure if you guys saw this. Line of symmetry has to be right between these 2 points. Does that make sense? Right? Line of symmetry, I have a point there, I have a point there. Line of symmetry has to be right between them. So you have negative 2 and you have 5. What number cuts them in half? So if you think about it, how would you do this? If this is a bit too hard for you, think about this. 3 and 5. What goes between them? It has to be 4, correct? So how can I get this 4 from the 3 and 5? So if I have 3 plus 5 over 2, that gives us 8 over 2, which is 4. And that's my the value that's between 3 and 5, right? So same thing here. If I want to find what's the value that's right in the middle of negative 2 and 5, I just do the same thing. Negative 2 plus 5 over 2. Then this is equal to 3 over 2, which is 1.5. Or I'm just going to leave it as a fraction. Okay. So my sketch is not very accurate. I'm going to delete that. Delete. Oh. Okay, delete this, delete. And now instead of having the point there, I'm going to have 1.5, which is somewhere here. And that is my axis of symmetry, right? So if you look at your graphing calculator, I'm going to show you guys on graphing calculator. You can see that this is 1.5. My zeros are -2 and 0, 5 and 0, and my axis of symmetry is at 1.5. X equals to 1.5, and that's my axis of symmetry. Okay? All right. I hope you guys found this video helpful. I'll see you guys. Bye bye.